Miss Cheryl Hole, and she was revealing to us why she has removed her name from, well, why she took Hole out of her last name, which I was like wondering that. But I was like, girl, I don't know why you would release your name. I mean, why you would take that name out of the situation. I don't even know where her channel is. I probably don't even have it. But I came across something, so I just put it up here, looking for one of her photos because I forgot to add that. But I can't really find her IG right now. But I guess I found a fan page. Whatever, we'll just put the picture up. So they basically said that the reason why she dropped her surname came as a result of her appearance on Channel 4's cooking show, Celebrity Master Chef. But shout out to her because I didn't even know she was on there. She said, when I did a popular cooking show, when I did Master Chef, and the people were coming after me for a name, whilst I was dressed as a 1950s housewife, I was like, you all need to get a hobby. This is what she told fellow Canada's Drag Race Canada versus the World Season 2 finalist and friend Lemon via Instagram Live. Despite the TV program having the drag stars compete in the past, including Cheryl's Drag Race UK Season 1 sister, Bag of Chips, and Global All-Stars favorite Kitty Scott Claus, Cheryl copped an unusual amount of social media backlash over her appearance. During the height of the anti-drag attacks last year, bigoted viewers were unimpressed with seeing a drag queen using a kitchen utensil on the telly and decided that her surname Hole was sexual, therefore inappropriate. Jesus Christ. Though she managed to defend herself from an onslaught of online hate, she decided on dropping Hole for future TV appearances, yet she knows that all her true fans, she will always be Cheryl Hole. I just felt like I will always be Cheryl Hole to those that love and adore and appreciate what I do, but for this time, I'm just Cheryl. This just gives me very much, I actually thought she was copying off of Cheryl Cole, because of course that's where she gets her name from, but as drag queens, people use puns as a as a way of gaining, when it comes to drag. That's what basically they do. This is why I don't understand. It's like, I agree with her. Basically, some of y'all need to get a damn hobby. I don't understand how it's like, oh, well, I don't think that name is inappropriate, so we're going to sit and troll you. And I feel like regardless of what she did, even if her name was, just some regular drag name, y'all would have found a reason to criticize her. And for her to be like Cheryl Hole, it's like, yes, it's a play on Cheryl Cole's name. But y'all coming up in here wanting to troll because, especially with the drag phobia and stuff that's been going on and still is in so many ways, when you got these bigots that will get on, social media and start spewing a lot of anti-drag hate. She just feels like, I guess, maybe because of media purposes and when you're trying to expand beyond just being that drag queen in the club, in a dive bar, and you're trying to expand to other things like going on Master Chef or going on other reality shows as a drag star. Like, they decided tomorrow to do a House of Villains in the UK, and she wanted to be on that show. It's like, I have to think broader. So I understand for a business sense of doing that, but the one thing I do find annoying is like, so you basically would do that because your fandom is going in on you, or not the fandom, but people going in on you and having a problem with your thing. So it's like you're giving in to them rather than just being like, well, fuck y'all. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna say whatever. And y'all, I don't give a damn what y'all think. That would be me because I'm real defensive in that way. But if there's a way that you could pretty much go and keep your own, I guess if you want to take more of the safer route, then that's fine. But I did find a Lemon said that Cheryl was now giving PG-13. We're giving family friendly with the whole thing. But then, she's not even a sexual queen. But they always try to equate drag with being sexual, and it's not always like that. I was just watching a video the other day where you had this pastor, talking about, oh, I'm not voting for the Democrats and those other stuff because they promote perversion, meaning that they promote children cutting off their breast to become a boy and all these other things. And I said, first of all, it's a little weird that a grown-ass man is on this podium saying, worrying about a child's genitalia, which I've said millions of times, that's a last resort. Trans does not begin what's between your legs. It's about what's in here. You become trans up here first before you start working on your transition, whatever the case is. I'm not giving a whole lesson on it, but for these people who want to sit and lazily always want to talk about that kids are, oh, they're getting their boobs chopped off or they're cutting their dicks off. And like when y'all be going in that stuff, I'll be having to look at y'all sideways. Like, can somebody go and hack their personal computer and see what kind of stuff they got up on there? Because if y'all sit here worrying so much about what parents are doing with their children, because that's the reason why you're not gonna vote for a Democrat. But then at the same time, you got these people out here who, like Trump and them, who want to push forth Project 2025 and turn us into some fascist country. So there's nothing wrong with doing family friendly if that's your brand. But I don't think you should have to compromise your Christianity because you got a bunch of bigots that are bullying you on social media. In the words of RuPaul, since we talking about one of his contestants, unless these bitches are paying your bills, pay their ass no mind. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Whatever your thoughts are on this whole situation, I kind of wish that Cheryl Hole would have kept her name Cheryl Hole instead of changing it to Cheryl. I understand maybe it was for a branding standpoint, and it was going to allow you opportunities to get your foot in the door in other places as a drag artist and compete on other reality shows. Then stick with it. By all means, do what you need to do. But for the most part, with me, I wouldn't compromise who I am because a bunch of people hate what I'm doing. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.